Here. Good afternoon, Chair Campbell, Chair Feingold, and members of the committee. My name is Montana Williams, and I'm the Director of State and Local Public Policy for the Chamber of Progress, a center-left tech industry coalition promoting technology's progressive future. Our organization works to ensure that all Americans do benefit from technological leaps. Our corporate partners do include Apple and Google, but our partners don't have a vote or veto over our positions. We oppose H-140 for several reasons. First, the legislation violates the Dormant Commerce Clause of the United States Constitution. Legislation to address app stores has already been introduced in Congress, rendering this state-level legislation unnecessary. Even if legislation wasn't brought forth by Congress, Massachusetts still doesn't have the authority to create and implement laws that regulate app store transactions. Over the past year, we've watched other state legislatures like Arizona reject identical legislation due to unconstitutional interference with interstate commerce. Second, the recent federal court ruling in the Epic Games versus Apple case, as well as recent market developments, make this legislation unnecessary. In this case, federal judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers provided app developers the opportunity to bypass Apple's 30% commission fees by allowing users to process payments directly through app's own payment systems in the Apple App Store. Many are already planning ways to incentivize users to purchase digital goods and subscriptions directly through their apps. In addition, Google announced that they will be lowering its commissions on subscriptions for apps that users pay through its Play Store to 15% in January 2022. This recent change shows that App Store terms are evolving faster than the legislation process. Third, this legislation is designed to help the bottom lines of billion-dollar companies and does nothing for consumers or small app developers. Epic Games and Spotify are banking on the passage of H-140. Match Group alone claims that they spend $500 million annually in App Store fees, but fails to mention the additional revenue they stand to earn with the workaround provided in Epic Games versus Apple ruling. Meanwhile, Bay State consumers have no absolute guarantee of lower prices for services and may see no significant change in their wallets. And finally, H-140 would allow dangerous side loading of unauthorized apps, which experts and a federal judge have called unsafe. Smartphones have become the safes and lockboxes of our generation. In Epic Games versus Apple, Judge Gonzalez-Rogers recognized the value of centralized app distribution and restrictions, noting that subjecting apps to Apple's individual app reviews through human and technical review ultimately cuts down on social engineering attacks. By granting app developers access without these precautions and mandating side loading around authorized app stores, H-140 serves as an invitation for hackers to sift through and take private information off of consumers' phones. Massachusetts legislators aim to promote a fair and open market that is competitive for developers and safe for consumers, but this bill will accomplish the exact opposite. This bill will unconstitutionally regulate interstate commerce, is unnecessary in light of the Epic versus Apple ruling in recent developments, threatens consumer security by permitting potentially dangerous app side loading, and improperly takes sides in a multi-billion-dollar business dispute between well-heeled companies. For all of these reasons, we ask you to oppose H-140. Thank you.